Hey everybody, what's good? My name is Deja and I run a small art shop called Studio Dejavoo. I've been working on it for the last year and a half now, and I've been having a really great time along the way and learning lots of new things, and this is my first studio vlog. I kind of just wanted to take you guys with me and show you what goes on behind the scenes of having your own art shop and what that looks like. So we're going to be trying lots of different things, experimenting here and there. I don't even know what all we're going to get into yet, but I know we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So I decided to do this art vlog because I actually have an art booth coming up soon, and I haven't done one in a while, so I'm going to be preparing for that. And I also have a small trip coming up to go see my boyfriend and my dog out of town, so I'll take you guys with me, and we're going to gather up some art supplies. So I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. We're going to have a lot of fun making these videos, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Good to have you. So these are the acrylic charms that I've been making earrings out of recently. It started off as a watercolor illustration, and then I turned it into a digital illustration using Illustrator, and I had these acrylic charms made. They have a little loophole up at the top so you can make jewelry with them, and yeah, I've been making some dangling earrings with these, so let's package them up. Alright everybody, let's get this show on the road. Just driving, but look how pretty it is, you guys. Gorgeous.
Good girl, you're so...
Hey everybody, so I'm just chilling out, waiting. We're gonna go out and grab a bite to eat, I think, and walk our dog, and hopefully stop by the craft store so I can pick up a couple little things to finish up some projects for this art booth I'm gonna be doing in about, how many days? 12 days. So I'm really excited for that. I haven't done an art booth since like February of this year, and it's December, so I'm really looking forward to that. So let's get on the road. Hey Bubba, are you ready to go? There she is, looking all cute. Hi Echo. Hi baby. everybody, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I am just back in the studio and feeling pretty good about it. I got my cup of coffee. Life's good. Life's good when you have coffee. So yeah, we have a lot to do today. The craft fair is about in 9 days. So got a lot of little things to prepare, a lot of little things to work on, but I'm really excited to kind of immerse myself in that creative world and get it done and feel inspired and feel good. We stopped by the craft store the other day and picked up some stuff to paint some more jars, to work on some pins, to maybe do a little bit of jewelry. I don't know. We'll see what we have time for. And then last night I kind of like broke up all the things that need to be done before the craft show into categories. So that way I don't like hyper focus on one specific thing too much, and I have enough time to kind of disperse my time, properly. And yeah, I'm excited. Today I think I'm going to start with the jars because they take a little bit more time to dry. I don't want them to be tacky when I have them in my booth. So I'm going to start on doing the base coat for the jars. I'm going to kind of figure out how I'm going to paint each one, and then I'm going to glaze them. And then I think tomorrow we'll probably still be working on jars for a little while. And I think I'm also going to start shaping the polymer clay pins, which will be painted and glazed over eventually. And yeah, I'm just sitting here enjoying my coffee in the morning, and let's get started. All right, so here are the jars we're going to be painting today. I just gave these a little bath to take off their price tags and sanitize them. Hey everybody, hope you are doing well today. It's raining here and it's super cozy, and yesterday I finished the base coat on all of the jars that I'm going to be painting today and tomorrow. It takes a little time because you have to do multiple layers on the base coat so it's not like opaque, nice like solid color. Yeah, I got some news last night that the art show that I've actually been preparing for, which was supposed to be in 8 days, is actually going to be postponed until further notice. Yeah, I'm not sure when they will be having it, but hopefully sometime in January. It's December now, and I'm just gonna keep creating until then, and if all else fails, I'll just do a shop update, because my shop could definitely use an update. It's been a little while, so I'm just gonna keep crafting away on this rainy day. And yeah, let's do it.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
everybody. So, been working on these jars and I think it's about time for a walk. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. So there's been a little bit of a break in the gloomy weather, so I was thinking I would go ahead and seal in our acrylic painted jars today. I ordered a respirator in order to start sealing these jars a little bit safer than I had been before, with a little bit of protection, and it hasn't come in the mail today. I actually am waiting for it to be here tonight, but I just couldn't wait. I was just really excited to get these jars underway, so I actually ended up borrowing a respirator for now. It's the Natural Vapors paint mask that is specifically for fumes and paint and things of that nature. So I'll do a little unboxing when I get my respirator, but for now we're going to use this little fella right here. So yeah, I'm going to be using the Mod Podge acrylic sealant. It's best to use in an area that's really well ventilated. If you can make it so you're outside, that's the best that you can do. when using it, and it takes a little while to dry, so I thought I would go ahead and do that while there is still some daylight out. I usually do my jars with 2 coats of sealant. So I do the first sealant and then I let that dry completely, and then I do the second coat. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that underway. Initially, I was going to also do clay pins and a couple other little projects in this vlog, but sometimes the jars take a little bit more time than I anticipate for them to. There's a lot of little attention to detail and things that go into making them. So I think we're just gonna finish up those, get those added to the shop, and yeah, and I think that'll conclude our studio vlog, and then we'll have a couple other little projects planned for the next one. So let's do this. Alright, so we got the first coat on the jars, and we're letting that dry a little until we do the second coat. But in the meantime, I wanted to talk a little bit about this acrylic sealant. It's sprayable. It's from the brand Mod Podge, although I'm sure there's lots of other brands too. This is just the one that I've had experience with. So I've learned a couple little things while I've been working with it. It's been a lot of trial and error finding what exactly works while using it as an acrylic sealant, especially on a glass surface. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that just in case you are interested in creating your own jars. So it's really important to make sure that the contents inside of the can are mixed really thoroughly. They suggest vigorously mixing the contents of the can for about 60 seconds before you even spray it. But I have found that the contents inside the can seem to separate quite quickly. So you actually need to be continuously spraying it, or continuously shaking it as you spray it. So in between each spray, I would suggest shaking it a little bit. You can see in the video that I myself was kind of shaking the can between each spray that I was doing. The other thing about it is that you want to make sure not to spray too close or too far away. If you're too close, you might damage the paint that you are spraying, and it might tend to crack or discolor in certain ways. And then you also don't want to do it too far away, because you will not get a thick enough coat to preserve the acrylic paint that you're trying to seal in. So you want to have a good even spray, not too close, not too far apart. And also streaking and dripping is something that can happen with these sealants too. Kind of similar to spray paint. So if you have too much of the sealant built up in one specific spot, it will tend to drip. So the way that I avoid that is by keeping a good distance from the jar when I spray it, not spraying too much in one area. When you start to see it kind of build up and start to drip down, you can kind of tilt the jar and kind of shake it very lightly back and forth to kind of even out that drip that's starting to occur. And you want to stop spraying that area. You can always go back and recoat it once it's a little bit drier, but you can't take it off once it's on there. So that's something that's important to remember. Another thing is, it is actually really good to wear gloves. I know I didn't this time. I have some coming in the mail, so I'll definitely be sure to wear those next time. You just don't want to get paint and solvents and sprayable sealants on your hands. Our hands have pores in them, and enter into your body. So you want to be mindful of that, especially if you are doing this often. Another thing about the Mod Podge sealant is I think it's okay to spray your object while you are in sunlight, but you don't want to leave your object in that you just sprayed in the sunlight for too long. So I go ahead and put all of the things I sprayed into a shaded area that's partially sunny, just because if you heat up your sealant and acrylic paint too much in direct sunlight, it can actually crack the paint that's underneath it. So you want to be a little bit mindful of that when you are entering the drying process. Let's see, is there anything else? I believe that's it really for now. Oh, you know, another thing is that I wouldn't suggest using the items that you are painting and sealing for culinary purposes with any types of food. Just paint in general and any types of epoxy or sealant or anything with vaporous fumes like that, you know, it's to be on the safe side. I would just maybe suggest not using them with direct contact on your food, especially for if you're planning on using it as like a main thing that's in your kitchen constantly. And then another thing is that you know, be mindful, you're spraying the outside of the jar, so just be careful not to get too much of the sprayable sealant inside of the jar. If you get a little on the rim, you can always get a wet paper towel and kind of wipe off the outer edges of the rim. But yeah, so we're coating the outside of the jar, and what I tend to do is I put my hands on the inside of the jar, and I kind of turn it in this type of a motion, so that way I can just spray the outside, and then I'm a little bit careful how much sealant I apply to the rim of the jar. So yeah, I think those are all my tips for now. I kind of just learn as I go, and I'm still learning how to use this product in the best way myself. And yeah, so we will get to coat number 2 as soon as those are dry. Okay everybody, so we did the second coat of the acrylic sealant. I didn't really film it just because the wind was kind of chaotic and blowing in different directions, and I didn't want to get the sealant on my little camera, but look at them, they're all glossy and cute. So I'm gonna let them soak up a little bit more sunlight for the day, and then when it turns to night, I'm gonna bring them in the garage in a ventilated area, and then bring them back out tomorrow to dry a little bit more. I'm gonna let these air out for about 48 hours before I photograph them and upload them to my website. Kind of a funny story. So the moment that I finished all of my jars and I left them to dry out a little bit, and I was coming back inside, my package arrived for my respirator. So yeah, so I just got that in the mail, and I'm gonna open it up and show you guys what I got. These are all of the goodies that we got for the art shop, both for the art channel and just for creation purposes. So this is the Breathe Buddy. It's a respirator, and the cartridges are specifically for natural vapors, for like things like resins and stuff, and paint fumes, and just any types of fumes in general, chemicals, things like that. So we're excited to be proceeding safely with our projects. We also got these gloves. I got the latex free gloves just because I've heard that they can interact with resin sometimes, not in such a great way. So these are the ones that I purchased. I only got 50 of them, so that way I can test them and see how they work when we play with some resin. I also got this little guy. I was holding out on you, telling you about this, but this is the Rode microphone. This microphone plugs in directly to the camera that I'm filming on, which is the Osmo Pocket. It's more of like a vlogging camera. So with this little one, we'll be able to do voiceovers during art videos, painting videos. So yeah, I'm very excited to try that out. And then this is the little adapter that you need for an external microphone for the DJI Pocket, which is actually what we're filming on right now. So I'm so excited to try out all of these little goodies and incorporate them into our channel and into our shop.
Check it out, y'all. Looking glamorous.
Hey everyone, so we just got all those jars uploaded into the art shop, and I just wanted to say a big thank you for following me on this art journey. This is my first studio vlog and I had a great time making it. I'm excited to make more in the future, and I will post my art shop and my apparel shop in the link if you want to check those out. And you can also follow me on Instagram at studio_Dejavoo. So thank you so much for tuning in. I had such a good time with you guys. Until next time, bye bye.